Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share this video with a couple of friends and colleagues. Helps out a lot. Trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions here, and every subscription helps out with that goal. Wanted to talk about how to train your dragon. One thing I wanted to speak on in particular is the deviation between what the critics think and what the fans of the film think, which is the same thing we saw with Lilo and Stitch, another animated film that is on its way to probably $850 million by the end of this weekend, if not more. So let's go ahead and look at Rotten Tomatoes right now. I'm going to throw up that screenshot there so you can see what we have. The tomato meter at 77%, 168 reviews. That is the critics there, right? Then you have the popcorn meter. That is your general audience. And that is sitting at 98%. So a 21% deviation there with over 1,000 verified ratings. Basically, they almost have this movie rated at perfect. Let's read into some reviews from the audience. This one is from Bradley B. Yes, it's a direct remake of the original, but it's really fun and obviously made with love. I hope they remake the other two. So Bradley B does not seem to dislike the fact that it is beat for beat, just like the animated version. As I said in the video earlier this week, guys, none of that matters. Anything that the critics say don't matter because the audience wants to see stuff like this. I feel like if it is step by step the same as the animated version, you actually get a better reaction from the audience. Some people may see that as saying, oh, it's mundane, it's redundant, it's the same thing over and over and over, nothing new. But there's also, I'd say, a large amount of people that actually don't mind it being a shot-for-shot remake. Bradley B gave it a 5 out of 5. Next up is Dan L. Me and my 6-year-old liked it a lot. Everyone in attendance at my showing was clapping. Big fan of the animation and this live remake. 5 out of 5 stars. Denise, the grandkids loved it. That's always a fun time. 5 out of 5 stars. Randall, like the scenery and action. 4 out of 5 stars. Shireen, absolutely loved it. 5 out of 5 stars. Eric, I loved it and I'm probably going to watch it again. Already have the ticket in my cart. 5 out of 5 stars. So every time we look at what someone in the general audience said when they watched this film, it's mostly 5 out of 5 stars and 4 out of 5. So basically shooting like 90% at that percentage there. And so, ladies and gents, this is what I said earlier. The critics, mixed reviews from them about How to Train Your Dragon, but the audience are the ones that go out in bulk to pay for the tickets, to go out and bring the grandkids and or kids, and that's what makes the money. That's what the studio cares about, and at the end of the day, that's all that matters. So I'm going to keep my estimate of $600 million at $600 million. We'll see what it does. I did do some research on the animated versions, and some of them have crossed the $600 million mark. Some have not. I think that first How to Train Your Dragon didn't quite cross $600 million, but did put up at least $400 million. So it's going to be very interesting to see if this film does have legs carrying through this next week. Obviously, we have 28 years later. Releasing this week. I'm waiting for premium seating and showings to open up. Very strange what's going on with the theaters and Sony. Also, the same thing with Elio. I guess maybe they're in either a bidding war or scheduling, but we'll have to see what happens with that. And so I figure, for the most part, How to Train Your Dragon will have some time to continue to make money for the next 2 to 3 weeks without any serious direct competition. So ladies and gents, let me know what you think about these reviews. What do you think about this deviation from the tomato meter and the popcorn meter? Like I said, critics have it at a 77. Didn't like it so much, but not a terrible rating. It's still rated fresh. And then the popcorn meter from the fans at hot is 98%, 21% deviation there with over 1,000 verified ratings. I want to know your thoughts. Also want to know if you're going to watch How to Train Your Dragon. If you've seen it, let me know what you thought about this live action adaptation. Also, subscribe to the channel, like this video, ring the bell for notifications, and be safe. It's Neff signing off.